Hi there. Thanks for calling Carefree Dental Clinic. Who am I speaking with today?
Yeah, you're speaking with Mohit.
Hi, Mohit. Thanks for confirming. I see you had a routine dental checkup with us about a month ago. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking for another routine checkup, you know.
Let me check the earliest available time for a routine checkup today. Mohit, we don't have any slots left for today, but we do have availability tomorrow. The earliest slot is at 3:30 a.m., and there are more options throughout the day. Would you like to go with that time or something later?
Yeah, can we do it around 5 p.m.?
Let me check if we have availability around 5 p.m. tomorrow for your routine checkup. We have a slot available at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Mohit, does that work for you?
Yeah, perfect.
Your routine checkup is being scheduled for 5 p.m. tomorrow. All set, Mohit. Your routine checkup is confirmed for 5 p.m. tomorrow. If you need anything else or have questions before then, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, by the way.
Thanks, Mohit. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Alright, guys, so now you have just seen a demo of an AI voice agent which can book the appointment with the user for dental clinic, and you can see the appointment has been successfully scheduled for 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Basically, this is the last slot that we have, and this is my name and this is my email ID, and we are providing the data in the Google Sheet. So this is the data, and we can say CRM of our patients. So in this there are names, gender, date of birth, email address, and past visit. And the next thing is our make.com scenario. Basically, we are using a make.com scenario to extract the data from the Google Sheet and then sending the data to our Retell AI. So we all know that in the countries like USA, UAE, dental clinic receive lots of calls on a daily basis. That's why here I am with another AI agent which can automate this process with just AI. And you know that these agents can be very helpful for your business, because once you are going to implement these agents into your business, then you don't have to worry about anything at all. Like, you don't even need to answer any single call, because these agents can save you a hell lot of time. And these agents can book the appointment with the user and also handle customer queries. So now, without wasting any further time, let's start building it. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Mohit, founder of Chrono AI, my own AI automation agency where I help businesses to grow their business with the help of AI automation. Either it can be a voice agent or a chatbot. So if you want to work with me, then hit the description, there is my website link. From there you can just book a free call with me and we can discuss how we can integrate AI agents into your business. Now, without wasting any further time, let's start building this. So the first thing that we need to do is to build our agent, and we are going to use Retell AI for that, because Retell AI is one of the best platforms when it comes to building agent. And here we are in our Retell AI. By the way, if you don't have any account in Retell AI, then in the description there is a sign up link. From there you can just sign up for free and then you can start building this. So once you're going to sign up, you are going to see a dashboard like this one, and this is Retell AI, and you can see there are a bunch of features in the left hand side. Agents, from here we are going to create our first agent. Then the next thing is the knowledge base, and basically knowledge base is the brain of our AI voice agent. So I have already uploaded a knowledge base for Carefree Dental Clinic. So all you have to do is just click on the add button, name it whatever you want to, let's say YT, and in the document section either you can use your website as a knowledge base or you can upload your file. Okay, then the next thing is the phone number. Then you connect your agent with the phone number, and in the call history you can see all of the call history. In the analytics section you can analyze your AI voice agent, and there is billing and API key section. Let's get back to our agent section, from where we are going to create our agent. So in the agent section you can see there are two buttons. First button is import and the next one is create an agent. So if you're going to download the resources from my resources, by the way the link is in the description, from there you can just download the template of this agent, and also I'm going to share the templates of make.com, so you don't have to do anything at all you have to do is just download the template from there and import it from here. So just download it from my resources and then you can select it and just click on the save button, and then you're going to have this agent. But if you want to build it totally from scratch, then create an agent button and select the single prompt agent and name it. Okay, we don't name it from here, we have to name it after we are going to create it, and just click on the start from blank. But I'm not going to create a new agent because I already have one. So this is my agent and this one is for Carefree Dental Clinic. So you can rename it from here. just name it whatever you want to. In my case it is AI Dental Receptionist. And the next thing is our agent ID. We need our agent ID because for inbound calls we don't need it, but for outbound calls we need it because we need to make calls. Now the next thing is the cost. So it is costing us $0.125 per minute, and this is our latency, which is 1.5 second. Now the next thing is the provider. We are using GPT-4o, and this one is costing us 0.05 cent per minute. So this is the provider. Then the next thing is the voices. From here you can select the voice. So I'm using 11 Labs voice known as Kate. So this one is the Kate, which is pretty good and as human as possible. By the way, you can select multiple provider like PlayHD and OpenAI too. And if you want a custom voice, you can upload your own voice in Retell AI. All you have to do is just upload a file of your voice and name it, and then connect your 11 Labs account, and you're going to have a custom voice. Okay, the next thing is the setting. From here you can select the version or model, voice model. Right now I'm using 11 Labs Turbo V2.5 because it provides high quality and it is also fast. So I'm using this one. Either you can use Turbo V2. Then the language, from here you can select the language. Right now it is on English US. Okay, then this is our system prompt. I'm going to explain the system prompt later, but this is the functions that we are going to use. The first function is patient data, to get the data from our Google Sheet. Then this one is for book the appointment, and this one is to check the time slot that it is available or not. And the last one is to end call, basically to end the call with the user. Then this one is a knowledge base. From here we are going to add our knowledge base, but you need to add the knowledge base from the dashboard. Then we are going to select our knowledge base from here. Then the next thing is a speech setting. From here you can select a background sound, but I'm not using any background sound because I don't prefer using one, but you can select it like the call center or something like that. And from here you can just change the sensitivity of the background sound and let the responsiveness on 1 and let the interruption sensitivity on 0.7. basically you can play around with 0.6 and 0.7, so I'm okay with 0.7. Then enable back channeling, because this is going to help you a lot. It will make the conversation more real and much more better, because when you are going to enable the back channeling, the AI is going to use words like okay, I see, all right. So this will make the conversation much more better and real. Then the next thing is transcription mode. Let it be on for speed, or maybe you can do it for accuracy. Anyway, this one is enable this one and also enable this one. For call setting, this is important. We need to change this one. So let the end call on silence on 1 minute, something around that. So basically if the user is not saying anything at all, then the agent is going to hang up after 58 seconds. Then let the max call duration on 10 minutes, something like that. Then this one is for outbound call. We don't need this one. And yeah, that's all we need to do. By the way, if you want to test your agent, you can test it from just click on the test your agent button. And if you want to test it manually, like manual chats, then just click here, and from here you can test it. So you can see you can also test your agent as a chatbot. Then the next thing is our system prompt, and system prompt is one of the important thing. So let me break it down for you. Alright, so this is the first thing, which is basically role, and the role is your seasoned and experienced customer support receptionist working for Carefree Dental Clinic. And there are a few things that we really need to focus on, like you can just download the template and import it. You don't have to look around these things. All you need to change is just change the name it whatever you want to, and change the business name. Okay, and the next thing is the function. We are giving the permission to check the check calendar availability function to check the time slot that is available or not. And if the time slot is available, then it's going to run the book appointment function to book the appointment with the user. Okay, and this is all about that. And this one is a variable. Basically this one is to get the current date and time. So we are using this one to get the current date and time. Then the next thing is our AM and PM. So this is all about the things that we need to focus on. Basically, we are giving and we are teaching our AI agent that how it has to perform. And this is an example of the interaction with the user. So you can see this is the agent and this one is the patient. And this is a pretty lengthy example. So it can have the idea like how it is going to work. You can see in the notes section there are lots of things to make the conversation much more real and better. So there are lots of things like use the back channeling words, confirm the information before proceeding. So these are the things which will make the conversation much more better, and you can see there are lots of things. Anyway, the important things is that we have to focus on the functions and overall how our agent is going to work. But if you are importing the template from my resources, then you need to change the name, and this is the agent name. So that's all you need to do. Then the next thing is the function that you need to change. In the patient data function, we are using the name to get the whole information from our Google Sheet, and name it is same as this one because we are going to use the variable, because we are going to use a variable in our in our system prompt. You can see this is a variable, that's why. Then the next thing is the booking appointment function, and this one is to book the appointment with the user. So we need a API key from our cal.com account, and then we need our event type ID from cal.com, and this one is the time zone. So we need this thing from cal.com. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to get our API key, event ID and time zone. Then this one is the check availability function to check the calendar that is available or not. By the way, you can add this function from here. Just click on the add button, select the check availability, end call, and this one is the booking appointment. Okay, then this one is end call function to end the call with the user, because usually people don't end the call, so that the AI voice agent is going to end the call for them. Anyway, let me show you how you can get API key and event ID type from cal.com. Alright, so here we are in our cal.com, and from here you can just select whatever event in which you want to schedule an appointment. Just select it from here. Let's say strategy call with Chrono AI. And then you can see in the URL section there is going to be a, actually let me show you how it's going to look like, because you can't see the URL. Anyway, so you can see this is the main thing here. So from here you can see this is the ID, and this is our event ID, which is 1904555 and 0. We don't need to copy all these things, all we need is just this number. Okay, so this is our event ID. Then the next thing is the API key. Just click on the setting button, and from here you can create a new API key. And in the developer section you can see there are two options. One is webhook and the next one is API key. Select the API key button, and once you're going to click on the API key section, you're going to see something like this. From here you can add a new API key, name it whatever you want to, let's say YT, and click on the never expire button, because if you're not going to do that, the API key is going to expire after 30 days. So just select it and click on the save button and copy the API key and paste it into your Retell AI. Alright guys, that's all we need to do in our Retell AI. All we have to do is just connect our cal.com, and that's all. By the way, there is one more thing in which patient data function you need a webhook, and this is a webhook from make.com. So now we are going to explain the make.com part, so that you can have the understanding how we are going to get the data from our Google Sheet and then transfer it to our agent. Maybe your business can work different from this one, because it's not just about the AI dental clinic, but you can also create these agents for different businesses. So all you have to do is just change the little bit of the system prompt, and then you can use it for whatever business you wanted. So for note section you don't need to change anything from in the note section, but from here you can change this one message, and you can add a transcript for whatever business you're going to build it. Then there are a few more things like you need to change, not this one, not this one. These are the like overall instruction to the AI to make the conversation better and real. Then this one is like tone and styling, what are the tones that she have to use. And okay, there are lots of things. Yeah, so I don't think so you need to change lots of things if you want it for different business. All you need to do is just focus on few things like this one. You are a customer support receptionist working for Carefully Dental Clinic, you could need to change the name. Then you don't need the patient data function, so just remove this from here. And yeah, overall that's all you need to do. So we are done with Retell AI part. Now we need to set up our make.com template, so let's do it. And you can see this is our Google Sheet that we were using, and we are using 5 columns, something like that: name, gender, date of birth, email address, and past visits. You can add multiple columns here if you want it, but right now we are just using these columns. Anyway, this is our make.com scenario which we are using. So you can just click on this and you can see AI Dental Receptionist for make.com, and this is the webbook. Our first module is webbook, so you need to select the webbook and then you need to copy the address to clipboard. So just click on this and then you need to go to the function section. In the patient data, just paste it here. That's all you need to do. Then you are done with Retell AI. And then get back to your make.com, just click on the save button. Then the next module is the Google Sheet, and this one is to search the rows. So we are searching a row with our Google Sheet. Just select the Google Sheet from here, select it from my drive, and name it. Name the Google Sheet from, like, this one is seat 1. So we are using the seat 1, this is the name of the seat. So we are using the table name, which is seat 1. Then we are using the filter by name. So if the name exists, then it is going to extract all the records from there. And then we are converting the data from Google Sheet into a JSON structure. So we are using this one for that. Basically, this is the structure for JSON: name, email, past visit, DOB, and gender. And then we are going to set a variable, and this one is also important, to book the appointment with the user. So focus on this one, because now after that we are going to use variable. So you need to focus on this. This is the format, and this one is the now is basically to get the current time for whatever time zone you are going to use. So right now you can see this is on Asia, Kolkata. So you need to change it with maybe America, Los Angeles, and whatever time zone you are in, you need to change it from here. So name it from here. Okay, then the next thing is our ChatGPT model, and then you need to connect your ChatGPT account from here. Just click on the add button and add your organization ID and your API key, ChatGPT API key, and name it whatever you want to. Doesn't really matter. And then just click on the save button. Then you are going to have your ChatGPT connection. Then our next thing is the model. From here you can select the model. I am using ChatGPT 4o, which is pretty good. Then in the role section, select it on developer and system. Then you can add multiple things here, but the thing that I am using right now is to get the patient data. So we are using, your job is to check the name, and this is the all patient data from our Google Sheet. And the ChatGPT model is going to check the username. Like if the user said my name is Mohit, then the ChatGPT is going to all of the patient data, then it is going to extract the details for Mohit name only. Okay, so if we are having a multiple names in our in our data, so it is kind of helpful to get the perfect name. That's why we are using a ChatGPT model. You can either use Gemini too. Basically Gemini is free, but you can also use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT works better. That's why I'm using ChatGPT. Then our next model is search rows model, and this one is to search the rows from to get the data. And now we are using the name and the result of our ChatGPT model, and then we are going to get our result. And now we are going to send the result with a webhook response, and this is in the JSON format, and this is the name, this is the gender variable, email variable, DOB, past visit, and current date and time. So all you have to do is just select it from here, name, gender, date of birth, and this one is current date and time. This one is just JSON string, which is going to be used in our ChatGPT model. Okay, that's all we need to do. Then once you're done with that, just click on the save button. I'm going to also provide you the template of this make.com, so you don't have to create totally from scratch. All you have to do is just click on the 3 dots, then import the template and select the file and click on the save button. Then you're going to have the whole template here. Okay, alright guys, that's all we need to do in our Retell AI make.com, and we are ready with our own agent. By the way, if you want to work with me, then hit the description. There is my website link. From there you can just book a free call with me, and then we can discuss how we can integrate these types of AI voice agents into your business. And that's all for today. I'm gonna see you in another video. Until then, bye.